I'm here to announce a lawsuit that I've filed and that a coalition of 12 states have filed challenging the proposed merger of Paramount, Skydance, and Warner Brothers Discovery and asking the court to block the merger from moving forward. This $110 billion proposed merger, the largest merger in Hollywood history, would extinguish competition. It would result in higher prices, lower content quality, and fewer movies and TV shows. As our complaint makes clear, this deal is illegal under the Clayton Act. That is a law that has been on the books for over 100 years. It prevents mergers that may substantially lessen competition or tend to create a monopoly.
Let's bring in the man running for L.A. mayor, former reality star Spencer Pratt. I mean, whenever you hear Gavin Newsom bragging about the Palisades recovery, it's got to boil your blood a little bit, Spencer.
I mean, anybody that lives in California is well aware of how terrible he is at dealing with fire recovery. Look at Camp Fire, Paradise, 8 years later, 70% of that city is dirt lots. So it's not surprising to me that he's failed all the Palisades victims. What's interesting is yesterday he was crying on TV, but he wasn't crying for any victims. He was crying for himself. He never cried for the 12 people that burned alive due to his state park nuking everybody. He was crying because I believe he is witnessing his political ambitions just unraveling every day. And it started with the failure of the Palisades fire, and now with the hospice and the Medicaid, he is realizing he's never going to be president. But the most interesting part about all this is the epicenter of all this corruption and fraud is actually Los Angeles. And that is because you have a corrupt Mayor Basura and a terrible city council like Cynthia Rahman who are running a mafia-like operation. And that's why I'm running for mayor of Los Angeles, to get in there and stop this operation.
Are you running for mayor because of the Palisades fire, Spencer, or because you're just angry that LA is such a freaking mess?
Once you experience what I did, total loss, your neighbors burning alive, and you see the corruption at the city level, and you saw nobody stepping up to stop these people, I didn't have a choice. It was either 4 more years of the city just being destroyed, 60,000 plus homeless, drug addict, lunatics covering the street, or I have to step in and stop this. And so I made the choice to step in and say no more.
You talk about the lunatics. There's where we are right here. This would be in your area, right, if you were the mayor. 30 yards that way, there's a school. And when you come in, you see these kids walking out of school. 30 yards that way, there's a homeless encampment. And today, as you're coming in, there's a woman without any clothes walking around the homeless encampment. And you think, if you're a parent, you got to shake your head like, what is going on?
I have parents messaging me every day that they have to have their kids in the back seat staring at iPads to not look out the window to see the drug use, the nudity. It's psycho. And as mayor, I'm stopping all of it. We're going to enforce all the laws that exist. This should not be allowed. They're choosing to let the streets of Los Angeles look like this. So we're done.